Have you ever wondered if it was time to start raising the prices on your artwork? I'm going to give you 3 ways you can know when to do that today here on 5-Minute Mentoring. Well, hey, my friend, hope you're doing well. Listen, if you are wondering about how to raise the prices on your art and when to do that, you're in the right place. All right, I want to give you 3 reasons that you might be thinking about that and ways to start doing that immediately in your business. Because here's the bottom line: when you start raising your prices, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Don't ever feel bad about that. One of the ways that you may first initially start feeling the need to raise your art prices, and kind of the first clue that you might see is what I would call the speed of which your art is selling. If your art is just selling, like every time you put something out, man, people just see it and boom, it's selling. There's no pushback. Your inventory is just flying off the shelves. You can't keep up with the amount of production and the amount of commissions that you are creating. Guaranteed, it's time to raise your prices. You're leaving money on the table, essentially. You should always have a little bit of pushback from a certain amount of people that are looking at your art. You always want to have those people that are going, "Oh, I'd love to have your work, but it's so expensive. I can't afford it, but I'm going to save up for a piece." You want them to have that desire, and that ability to go, "Oh, one day I'm going to have it," that aspiration for your work. You don't want everybody to be able to afford your work all the time. I know that that's like maybe the antithesis of what you've always thought. You thought, well, maybe I should lower my prices so I could sell more. But listen, you want to always be building desire and be increasing the perception of your work. And part of how you do that is continuing to raise your price over time. That also, again, then throttles the quickness with which your work sells, the speed at which it sells, so that you can have more time, more space to actually create the work that you love and spend more time on it. All right. I always tell people in my mentoring program, listen, if you are selling, if you got to sell 10 $100 pieces versus one $1,000 piece, it takes a lot more time to create 10 $100 pieces than it does one $1,000 piece. It takes a lot more time to find 10 clients to buy $100 pieces than it does to wait on that one client that's going to buy the $1,000 piece. All right, super important. Number 2, a great clue. So not just the speed, but of which things are selling. But number 2, a great clue to remember is if your work is below what I would call market prices. That is, you look at other artists that are doing the same type of work at the same level in their career, and as you are in the same region or locale that you are, or within the same kind of market generally online. If you are way below or even significantly below, other artists, it's time to raise your prices. Again, perception is a major part of why people do and don't buy art. And if people perceive that your art is not worth as much because you're not charging as much, that has a definite effect on the amount of work that you can sell. So always, you want to make sure that you're right in that nice middle of where the market is. And as you see the market growing with inflation and as years go by, always continue to grow your prices and stay within that middle. You can even start to go above the middle, which is what I was able to do and what lots of artists are able to do as they increase the quality of their work and the desirability of their work. They begin to sell more. They begin to create a niche of clients that are purchasing their work, not as concerned about price per se, but about the value of what they're creating, about the aesthetic, about the desirability. All of that works into your ability to increase your prices. But definitely in the beginning, at least make sure that you're in the middle. All right. Thirdly, then I would say if you are your work is selling at a good pace, if you're in the middle or a little bit higher, but you're still not making the money that you need to make to survive, that is, you've not followed my pricing formula that's in my How to Price Your Art book, you're not putting in profit in every sale, you don't have enough money to actually pay yourself or actually have the profit to grow your business, to maybe add a studio assistant or add the help that you need or buy the supplies or time, maybe the studio space, then guaranteed, again, it's time for you to start thinking about raising your prices. Again, raising your prices builds profit into your business. And profit is the fuel that allows you to grow your business, because when you're developing more profit, you're essentially buying time. You have more time and energy and focus to be able to spend on the things that you love, which is creating art, being in the studio, connecting with your clients. The more you sell your art for lower prices, the more you're just kind of bottom of the barrel in it. You're sacrificing your reputation. You're lowering the perception of your work. You're spending more and more time on menial tasks just trying to make it. And that's what people call the starving artist syndrome. Listen, God did not design you to be a starving artist. He designed you to thrive. Imagine where you are connected with Him, where you know who you are as an artist, where you're creating the best work of your life that's both unique and transformative, that you're able to generate income, either part-time or full-time, to be able to live the life and do the things that God's called you to do as an artist, so that you can be blessed and be a blessing to others. That's what thriving looks like. And as you learn to raise your prices and keep them in a healthy place, you can begin to move toward what we call thriving as the artist that God's called you to be. Listen, if you are looking for help in that process, if you're just like, man, I've tried everything I know how to do, but I just know there's a lot of stuff to juggle and I'm not sure where to go. Listen, I want to encourage you, check out our Created to Thrive Artist Mentoring Program. It is the only place that you can learn about the Created to Thrive Artist Framework, which is a proven 5-part framework to help you be able to live the life and do the things that God has called you to do as an artist without trying to figure it out all by yourself. You can find out about that all at the link that's right here in the show notes, and we would love to see you inside Created to Thrive, and let's make this year your breakthrough year. All right? Love you, my friend. Remember, till next time, you were created to thrive. Bye.